How can a man with a punch that is equal to a Kia Picanto moving at full force not have a chance against any boxer? Whether it's Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, I don't care who it is, Ngannou will knock any one of them down. It's just that special. Okay, so right, are you ready now?
I need that magic.
Are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
Francis Ngannou shocked the world only to be robbed, and Lionel Messi wins his official 8th Balon d'Or to probably go down as the greatest footballer there will ever be. Notice what I said, there will ever be. Right, you're welcome to Click Sports, guys. My name is Shalom Habu, and without any further ado, let us jump into our talking points for today's video. So right, in the first talking point, we saw Francis Ngannou shocking the world by almost snatching the victory over the greatest heavyweight of the present era, Tyson Fury, in what was his first ever boxing match. This was supposed to be an easy night for Tyson Fury, as most people believe that it was going to be an easy night for Tyson Fury, because obviously Ngannou is a mixed martial artist from MMA and he's not a boxer. But Me Shallom, Mike Tyson, and Francis Ngannou, we all thought otherwise. For those who may not be too familiar with Ngannou, he is presently recognized as the most powerful puncher in the world. He has the highest recorded punch ever recorded in human history. Of all the human beings that have ever existed on this earth, his punch is the highest they've ever recorded to be the most powerful. So you can see how special this guy is. He's not just anybody. And he's from Cameroon also. For those of you Africans who might be willing to know, yeah, he's an African as well. So he also made us proud. And yeah, he's the most powerful puncher in the world, and also has a whole background story that will touch the hearts of many. I can't really start going into his background story, even though that will be a video for another day and a documentary on the guy. But yeah, let's focus on his punch. And a man with such levels of power can trouble anyone. And me, pretty much, I knew Tyson Fury would be no different. If you've seen Francis Ngannou, probably his best knockout ever, just go online and watch it. Francis Ngannou against Alistair Overeem. If you see the way he knocked this guy out with his left hand, his weaker hand, knocked this guy out, lifted this guy up. This guy, you could see that there was a gap between the ground and this guy's ankle and his heel. So that is how powerful Francis Ngannou is. And for you to put a guy like this against the best boxer in the world, heavyweight boxing is one thing that you have to understand about heavyweight boxing. It's not like other weight classes, whereby like your welterweight, your smaller weight classes, where there's a high level of skill that is required there. Heavyweight boxing comes down to one thing and one thing only: power. That is it. If you have the power, you can knock anybody out. Any heavyweight can knock any heavyweight out. But sometimes skill also helps, and that is one of the things that make Tyson Fury really, really special. And that was what, in my opinion, I felt he was able to use to rescue this fight. Because power for power, there was no way he was going to knock Francis Ngannou out in this fight. And you saw Francis Ngannou knocked him down once, but I think twice. And you could see once he felt Ngannou's power, Tyson Fury was pretty much, he wasn't as domineering as he was. He didn't even come forward to challenge Ngannou. He was moving backwards and was just using his jab, and he was pretty much running, just using his jab, running, avoiding the guy. So he was able to rack up the points and get the judge's decision. But overall, for those who really watched the fight and really saw how the fight went, who was the aggressor, who commanded the ring, who was pushing the other person back, it was Francis Ngannou doing all of this, and he did it because of that power that he has in his hands. And yeah, congratulations to the guy. Me personally, I feel Francis Ngannou is a winner, UFC is a loser, Dana White is a loser, and everybody that thought Francis Ngannou was going to be schooled today, you are all losers. Francis Ngannou is a winner. He has bet on himself. He has always been betting on himself right from his time in Cameroon. When he left Cameroon and went to Morocco and was trying to get into Europe, and they sent him back 7 times. He kept on going back. He bet on himself. He made it through Europe. He nearly drowned in the sea. He didn't drown. He survived. While many drowned, he survived them, made it into Europe, slept on the streets, bet on himself as a boxer. They didn't give him a chance as a boxer. Went into MMA, became heavyweight champion in MMA. Left MMA, says, I'm going to go and challenge a boxer and I'll win. He went and he won in many people's eyes. So this is a great man we're looking at. A man who, me personally, I can't wait for the movie. And I really want you guys to keep an eye on that, because Francis Ngannou movie is really going to be something that we've never seen before, because this guy is a special man. The special man, from digging sand as a 10-year-old in Cameroon to becoming one of the greatest fighters of all time. So good for him. Congratulations to him. Let us hope that this will bring more fights. We're looking forward to see more fights now that he's done really well against Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua coming next. Deontay Wilder, we already hear that they are already in talks with Deontay Wilder for a fight. So there's so many fights for him, and I don't think he wants to go back to the UFC to fight for hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe 2 million, 3 million. Right now, you can be a boxer and fight for 10 million at least per fight, even more. So good for him. In the next story, we have Lionel Messi winning his 8th Balon d'Or and most likely his final Balon d'Or. I mean, he's no longer playing in Europe, he's now in the US. So, well, his chances of winning the Balon d'Or anymore are very slim. I doubt. But congratulations to him all the same. Yesterday, they tagged Messi as Messi is officially infinity. 8 is the number of infinity, and yeah, infinity shaped as 8, and 8 is the number of infinity. So, and winning 8 Balon d'Ors, I mean, that is infinity. That is very symbolic. It's very deep. If you really think about it, that is very, very deep. This guy is not a special. He's not an ordinary person. He's a special guy, and we really have to cherish this guy. We appreciate him for what he's given to us. Those of us that are big fans of European football, what Messi did on the European football stage, trophies he won, all the accolades, all the moments he gave us, we just have to appreciate this guy. And me personally, yes, some of you feel like Haaland deserved the Balon d'Or, but I mean, for this guy's sake, I mean, he's bowing out of the game very soon. He deserves the 8 Balon d'Or, and congratulations to Messi. Me personally, I think it will be very difficult. I don't know how anybody in the future will come and win 8 Balon d'Ors again. I don't know how it's going to be done, except that person is very special, and most likely is my son. But let's see how it goes. Yes, in the next story, we see Jude Bellingham wins his Copper Award at the 2023 Balon d'Or, just days after the 20-year-old Real Madrid superstar scored twice in his first ever El Clasico appearance against Barcelona on Saturday. So yeah, Jude Bellingham has also won the Golden Boy Award. For those who don't know what the Golden Boy Award is, the Golden Boy Award is an award that is given to the best under 20 player. Just like you have the best player in the world, Balon d'Or, given to Messi, Ronaldo, the best under 20 players are selected for the Copper Award. It's called the Copper Trophy, but prior to that, it was called the Golden Boy Award. Most of you don't know the Copper Trophy, but you know the Golden Boy Award. Yeah, this is it. And Jude Bellingham is the Golden Boy for 2023. So congratulations to Jude Bellingham. I mean, it's not a surprise. And this award that he was given was not even based on what he's been doing this season. It was based on what he did for Dortmund last season, and also his performance at the World Cup as well for England as well. So good for him, and you see how well he's doing this season. You saw what he did on the weekend against Barcelona, the goal from distance and the last minute goal. This guy has just been on fire this season. And Jude Bellingham, looking like, as we are telling Messi bye-bye, it's as if somebody wants to come and now take over. Let's see how it goes. I just hope that he will not be an imposter, because this guy is a serious player, and I hope that he will really actually be consistent enough and actually really keep this going. Not just this season, but further seasons to come. Right, in the next story, we saw Liverpool beating Nottingham Forest by 3-0. The Reds cruised to a comfortable 3-0 win with Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah finding the net, as Anfield paid tribute to Luis Diaz, whose parents were unfortunately kidnapped in Colombia. We hope that they are recovered safely and without any harm, and also we pray for the family to be comforted in this trying and hard time, and also Liverpool as well. We also send our best wishes to them as well in these trying times. So yeah, Steve Cooper's Nottingham Forest side arrived with a clear plan to defend. They wanted to defend against Liverpool, but they were not helped by Chris Wood's hamstring injury, and well, they executed game plan well for the first 30 minutes, but after the 30 minutes, well, Liverpool changed everything. Nottingham Forest sat deep in a compact 5-4-1 shape and allowed Liverpool's possession, but no space to create chances or get behind. But they offered little to nothing in an attacking sense until the dying embers of the match. Former Manchester United man Anthony Elanga led the line and threatened to cause problems with his pace, but he was not given enough service. On one occasion, after 9 minutes, the Swede was sent through on a goal after a long ball and rushed a shot before being flagged for offside. A better option would have been to leave the ball for Nicolas Dominguez, who was onside and in a more dangerous position. Their stubborn tactics managed to silence a frustrated Anfield crowd, but of all Forest's good work was undone by Murillo on 31 minutes when the Brazilian defender tried to be too fancy in attempting to take on a couple of Liverpool midfielders. He lost the ball, and for the first time in the match, Liverpool had a man advantage on the attack. as they so often do. Klopp's side made it count and were ahead just 7 seconds later. Alexis McAllister robbed the possession and sent our winners through on goal via Mohamed Salah. So yeah, good win for Liverpool and they're valuable 3 points in the title race. Liverpool are in title race, they're in title race with Arsenal, they're in title race with Man City, and they are not letting up anytime soon. Me personally, Liverpool has the best attack in the league, and their attack always comes to the fore. You saw goals from Darwin Núñez today, Diogo Jota, Mohamed Salah. 3 of the attackers on the pitch all scored. So good for Liverpool. Good for Jurgen Klopp. His midfield is playing well. Defense is improving. So great for them. Let's hope that this can continue. In the next story, we saw El Clasico, Barcelona losing 2-1 to Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham scored sensational double, hitting a 25-yard screamer before finding the back of the net in injury time to help Carlo Ancelotti's side seal a dramatic comeback victory to go top of La Liga. Jude Bellingham scored the best goal of the game. The best goal of his Real Madrid career so far to bring Real Madrid level in the Clasico, and then he scored his most important goal so far, the winner with just 2 minutes left of added time. His 92nd minute goal was not as pretty as the first, but it went through Marc-Andre ter Stegen's hands and all the same giving Real Madrid a win that sends them back to the top of the table. Bellingham had been quiet in the first half and even in the second 45 minutes. It was not one of the rampaging midfield performances that we have all come to expect from Bellingham, but his 2 interventions were fatal for Barcelona, who went in the lead early in the first half through a goal from talisman Ilkay Gundogan. So what can I say? I watched this game actually and I really did enjoy the game. I actually thought Barcelona did enough to win the game, but like I said, Madrid's quality just came to the fore and it's unfortunate. No one can deny the impact that Modric and Camavinga had off the bench. Without those 2 guys coming off the bench, I don't think Madrid would have had the impetus to be able to grab those 2 goals that they did and really improve their performance in the second half. In the first half, it was all Barcelona. Barcelona really dominated that game. They had their chances, they couldn't take their chances, and I think that the team that just took the chances won the game. It wasn't as if one team was better than the other overall, but the team that took their chances in front of goal won at the end, and as we see, it's Madrid, and Madrid have just extended the gap over Barcelona in the league table by just a few more points, and that is not good for Barcelona. Barcelona are known to be the ones to always win the league, and Madrid go and win the Champions League since it's their glorified competition, but it's looking like Madrid are really serious about the league this season, and yeah, Bellingham is not playing. Let's see how it goes. Keep an eye on this one, guys. In the back to the Premier League, we saw Arsenal demolish Sheffield United by 5-0 with a hat-trick from Eddie Nketiah, a penalty from Fabio Vieira, and the first goal of his Arsenal career for Takeru Tomiyasu. Yeah, great performance from Arsenal. This is the first, I'll say pretty much the first game that Arsenal have really torn a team to shreds, like the way we expect them to. And funny enough, this wasn't even their starting 11. This was the second string. There was a lot of changes, and all the goal scorers today don't play in Arsenal starting 11. Eddie Nketiah is not Arsenal's main striker, it's Jesus. Fabio Vieira is not the main 8. Usually it's Declan Rice in there when Partey is playing, or it's Havertz, but he came on, he scored a penalty. Takeru Tomiyasu has been deputizing for Ben White and Zinchenko on either side, and sometimes at centre back. And so this is a good sign for Arteta that shows that his fringe players, the guys on the bench, are coming and they're contributing. So that shows that Arsenal are really prime for the title. If you didn't think that Arsenal were in this title run in this year, then you better wake up and smell the coffee, because Arsenal are serious this season. They're still unbeaten, still undefeated in the EPL, and 5-0 win over Sheffield. Fine, albeit Sheffield were poor, but Arsenal is a quality team and they did what they had to do. You can only beat what's in front of you, and Arsenal did that perfectly. Not like Chelsea that could not beat Brentford, but they were shouting that they dominated Arsenal to a 2-2 draw last week. Sometimes you should be humble, but yeah, good for Arsenal, good for Arteta. Let's hope that this continues. And yeah, Manchester United, in the Manchester derby, we saw Man United thrashed by 3-0 at the hands of Manchester City, Premier League champions. Phil Foden grabbed a third for visitors from after Haaland scored an early brace. And yeah, what can we say about United? Another poor performance for United again. More struggles, more heartache for the fans. Who's to blame? Is it Erik ten Hag? Are the players not good enough? What exactly is going on at United right now? Nobody knows. But, well, let's hope that they can fix up. They have new owners. Something somewhere will come in and they will find themselves and they will get back to the United we used to know. Because it's been 10 years, no EPL title, and it just keeps getting worse. But as for City are City, and they're still favourites for the title this season, and you can see what they did to United at Old Trafford. 2 goals from Haaland, 1 goal from Foden. Pretty much the same guys who scored and beat United at Old Trafford last season came and did the same thing this year. So good job, good game. No need to say much on the game. It's pretty much a regular occurrence of foregone conclusion that this is probably going to happen. So no really need for me to analyze it too much. Congratulations to Man City. Let us see how the season goes for them and see if they can win a 4th Premier League title in a row. In the next story, we see Thomas Frank's Brentford beat average Chelsea by 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. After Chelsea had a very, how I put it, an encouraging performance against Arsenal, whereby, well, most of their Chelsea fans were making noise that they dominated Arsenal. They didn't really dominate Arsenal. They contained Arsenal and they gave Arsenal a hard time playing their game. And that was good for them. It was a good performance. You would expect that after that performance, they would kick on from there and really build upon it. But they were sent back down to earth again by Brentford, losing 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. What exactly is the problem with Chelsea? No finisher. Simple and short. They don't have a finisher. At the start of the season, Chelsea weren't creating chances as much, and people were saying, okay, fine, the team needs to create better chances. They started creating chances. Now they're creating chances. They don't have a person to finish the chance. Jackson has not been I've not been impressed with Jackson, not since that Liverpool game. Since that first game he played against Liverpool, he's been completely average. Chelsea need an upgrade on their striker. They really need, if the Chelsea are going to really do something serious going forward, they need a new striker. They need goal scorers in the team. And also, yeah, the whole team, again, there's still a certain level of improvement. Don't forget that Chelsea are in a transition phase. It's a process. Just like Arsenal went through their own process, Chelsea are also in that same process. So you're not going to it's not going to be easy. It's going to be stop and start. It's going to be, but eventually, if you keep on following the process, you follow the process the way the process should go, you will get there eventually. So let's hope that, yeah, Chelsea can recover themselves, find a way back, get back to winning ways, and let's hope that they can get back to they get their 3 points in the next game. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also click the notification button so that you are notified every time we make a post. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys in the next video.